A full hour of Family Feud this morning at 8 on Fox 14.
You're watching the KOAM Morning News on Fox 14.
Right now it's 7. A Southeast Kansas man is given the opportunity to represent the U.S. in the upcoming Olympics. Our very own Fernanda Silva shares the story.
Also, Joplin residents will be voting on the renewal of a capital improvement tax this April. KOAM's Amber Jenkins will share more.
And we've got some clouds out there still this morning, beginning to clear out. They will return, though, ahead of some shower chances later today. We will take a look at that forecast and get you out the door. Coming up.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Good morning and welcome to the KOAM Morning News on Fox 14. I'm Elise Noe.
I'm Chris Warner, just after 7 a.m. on this Thursday morning. Just a day away from Friday. Well, tomorrow's Friday, and then we're just weekends right around the corner.
I'm excited for it. Feels like it's about time.
Me too.
Yeah.
One thing we made mention of earlier, we want to just remind you folks at home, if you are planning on watching the KOAM News at noon today, we do not have it. March Madness will be ongoing, so we will not have the KOAM News at noon today or tomorrow. But we're here with you now, and we've got a lot of fun stuff to share with you.
Absolutely. As a matter of fact, a Girard, Kansas native is going to the Summer Olympics in Paris. Derek Maine secured one of those 2 spots on the U.S. men's trap shooting team. Maine participated in the Tokyo 2020 Olympics.
You see, this time around, though, he says he's going to have an extra layer of motivation. KOAM's Fernanda Silva spoke to Maine and his parents.
Gold. Any medal would be great, but I've got my eyes set on gold.
Gold, that's the color of the medal Derek Maine wants to wear in the upcoming Summer Olympics. And he knows what he needs to do to achieve that goal.
I definitely have to have a more regimented practice routine. That's something I didn't have for Tokyo.
With the help of his family and sponsors, Maine now doesn't need to travel to St. Louis or to Dallas to practice. He can do that from his parents' backyard.
The biggest challenge for me right now is to not burn myself out too quickly.
There's one thing that might help Derek this time around: his family's support.
Never doubt in my mind. I booked a room back in December already in Paris, so.
It's been awesome. You know, they've been behind me since I started shooting at a young age. They've been there every step of the way, and I wouldn't trade that for anything.
It's always been a dream, so I think him fulfilling that dream. Tokyo was a dream to go. Now he's on a mission to win a medal this time.
While Derek's mom usually gets too nervous to watch him shoot during the competitions, in Paris she will make an exception.
Oh, I will watch there. It's just exciting. You know, those are. We know that's been his dream.
A dream that runs in the family. Rick Maine started competing when Derek was only 7 years old. 1 year later, Derek tagged along and started competing. Then, it became a family thing.
And how inspiring it is to have your dad also competing.
Yeah, I can't let him get ahead of me in the medal.
I've got a lot of hope for him. His career is just taking off. I mean, I think he's got a lot of good years ahead of him.
Years, and hopefully gold medals ahead of him. In Walnut, Fernanda Silva, KOAM News.
Well, Maine is a 2024 CAT Games gold medalist and a 2022 world champion.
He and his parents are also supporting the start of the Girard High School trap team. So very awesome.
Absolutely.
We have somebody right here from our backyard that's a local Olympian. And it's also great that their family is trying to support the development of a similar team.
Absolutely. I'd love to see the development of that.
Yeah,
for sure.
lots of great stuff. I love starting this day with some of those great stories like that. Yeah. And I'll try and start it with a fairly decent start with your forecast. Let's take a quick look outside from our camera on top of the Cornell Complex. Downtown Joplin, not quite gold medal weather, but it's not bad. We've got some clouds out there. They are gradually beginning to clear, but they won't clear for long. They're going to return as we head into the afternoon hours. MoDOT camera 20th and range line looking pretty good so far as well. We are sitting at 44 in Joplin, 41 in Pittsburgh, so a bit of a cool start to the day, but not too bad. Temperatures around the region still holding on to those 30s. Now almost all along the 54 corridor, Yates Center, Iola, Fort Scott, Nevada, and Stockton. Everyone else, low to mid 40s, and the further south you get a little warmer, going into the upper 40s. As we get our day underway, again, we'll go partly cloudy. We'll have a brief period where we could see some occasional wind gusts upwards of about 20 miles an hour, but thankfully, that's a brief period. Partly cloudy, and then by the afternoon, the clouds increase. And then by this evening, we see a return of the opportunity for a few showers or thunder showers. But the good news is these won't be confined to our southern counties. We're going to see a few more of them over more of the area. And not everyone will get rain again, but a few more of us will see some rain chances out there. And our highs today, upper 60s, right about 70 degrees. So another really nice day. We do have some changes on the way, not just the showers, but some cooler weather and another system we're watching this weekend. We'll talk about all that in detail with your full forecast here in a few more minutes. Elise?
All right, thanks, Chris. Well, the city of Pittsburgh has installed cameras aimed at recognizing the license plates of stolen vehicles and wanted suspects. The cameras come from the company Flock Group, and the city bought 14 cameras from Flock with a 2-year lease costing $42,000 per year and a $2,100 one-time installation fee. Officials say the cameras will alert law enforcement in real time when a suspect's license plate is recognized, helping to reduce crime. Missouri Governor Mike Parson announced yesterday Google has chosen Kansas City for the site of a new data center. The $1 billion investment will provide up to 1,300 jobs. The tech giant also announced it will expand a skilled trade career development program to the Kansas City region and contribute $100,000 to the North Kansas City School District's STEAM Center. No date for construction has been announced. The iconic toy maker Mattel announced plans to open a second theme park, this one in the Kansas City area. Construction on Mattel Adventure Park Kansas City in Bonner Springs, Kansas is scheduled to break ground later this year, and the park is set to open in 2026. The park will have the attractions like those at Mattel Adventure Park in Glendale, Arizona, including Hot Wheels roller coasters and a larger-than-life Barbie beach house with a flying theater and a rooftop restaurant and bar. Well, it's up to Joplin citizens to decide on April 2nd whether to renew the capital improvement sales tax. KOAM's Amber Jenkins has more.
The City of Joplin's capital improvement sales tax started collecting revenue in 2004 with a voter-approved renewal in 2014. Since the last renewal, the tax funded 14 roadway projects. The 3/8-cent sales tax will be on the April 2nd ballot, seeking a 12-year renewal.
The very first question we get, is this a new tax? And no, this is not a new tax. This is a renewal of a tax that we've already made sure it's doing what it's supposed to do. Good evening, Council.
Levins is the chairman for the Capital Improvement Committee. He says the sales tax is the reason Joplin isn't in debt.
We make sure that everything is kosher and that everything that we do is paid for as we go. We have no debt. That's a rarity in the Midwest.
If we don't have the money, we're not going to do it. We don't like to borrow and pay it off over time.
Out of the 14 projects, 5 are not yet completed. The Director for Public Works says that requesting a renewal of 12 years gives the projects more time.
It never fits with your projects and your ranking. And so by adding 2 years, I believe they actually were able to add a couple additional projects. And I think they actually added 3 additional projects.
12 years is too long for voters to not have a say. 10 years was bad enough. But 12 years, guys?
Mary Hayes Price is against the capital sales tax for multiple reasons.
If the city can't get the projects done in 10 years, let's lower it to 5 years, shorten the number of projects, build the trust with the community, and let's grow from there.
After seeing signs supporting the sales tax, Price started posting her own signs.
A vote no is a voice of change.
Voters will decide on April 2nd whether or not the capital improvement sales tax will be renewed for 12 more years. And those are our top stories this half hour. Coming up next, Captain William Davis is here to share information on several upcoming events hosted by the Joplin Police Department. And later, we'll hear how one World War II veteran receives a rare honor. You're watching the KOAM Morning News on Fox 14.
Ashley's anniversary sale is going on now. We're celebrating 7 and 0% interest for 7 years. Shop your local Ashley store today.
Well, Captain William Davis is with us this morning to share about several upcoming events that are coming up in the Joplin area. Welcome. Thank you so much for being with us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Well, talk to me a little bit about, the changing weather. The better weather means that more motorcycles are out on the road. We want to talk about spring traffic safety.
Yeah, of course, anytime we get that warmer weather, we're going to start seeing an increase in certain amount of traffic, particularly motorcycles and pedestrians.
Okay, yes.
And so, we just want to kind of give a reminder to people that, it's that springtime, you're going to start seeing more people out on the roadway. So just, make sure and you're paying attention, putting your phone down.
Absolutely,
and so it's just all those safe driving behaviors that we ask people so we have safer roadways here in Joplin.
Absolutely. And then I also know that you have the Public Safety Hiring Expo going on next month in April, on April 6th. Could you talk to me a little bit more about what folks can expect when they come down to visit the expo?
Yeah, so at our Joplin Public Safety Training Facility, they're up by the airport. We're going to have a hiring expo, and so it's kind of driven to all the different fields of public safety. So if anybody has an interest in serving, whether it be the police department, fire department, EMS, the jail, the dispatch, any number of public safety positions, we're going to have individuals up there that speak for all those different fields. We're going to have live demonstrations. So
what type of demonstrations will the Joplin Police Department be providing?
Yeah, so we'll have our SWAT team up there. They'll be doing some demonstrations. Our K-9 officers, so they'll be doing some live demonstrations for apprehensions and narcotics work and things like that. So we're inviting people to come out on the 6th from 10 to 3 and check it out, especially if you're interested in a career in law enforcement.
Yeah, absolutely. Make sure to check it out. And then I also read that the Joplin Police Department is accepting applications for training positions for the Fall Police Academy. Can you talk to me a little bit about that?
Yeah, so it kind of goes into that hiring expo that we gear up about this time of year to get ready for the Fall Police Academy at Missouri Southern. So that starts in August. So we're starting now with taking applications and people that are interested in a career in law enforcement. We're going to send people to the academy through the fall. They'll kind of go through all the training requirements and standards that we have, and they'll be hitting the street next year as solo police officers.
So if an individual comes down on April 6th to the expo, they can fill out an application that day if they want to be a part of the training program?
Yeah, absolutely. They can fill out an application live there at the event. They can go online to the City of Joplin's website under Human Resources and apply for a job. If they have any questions, feel free to call the Joplin Police Department, 417-623-3131, or you can email jpd-recruiting@joplinmo.org.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for being with us this morning.
Thank
you for all the information. Be sure to keep an eye out for more information on the Joplin Police website and Facebook page. We'll be right back. Thank you.
Indigo Sky Casino is the place.
Welcome back to the KOAM Morning News. It is now 7:17 on this Thursday morning. We're taking a live look from our camera on the Cornell Complex, downtown Joplin. We've got some clouds out there. The sun is rising, so it makes it, of course, look even more beautiful. Takes those colors and really amplifies them. MoDOT camera, 20th and Range Line, also looking pretty good as folks get their Thursday commute underway. And we're looking all right, too, from the KDOT camera on 69 just south of Pittsburgh. Now, we do have that potential for some thunder showers and some showers this evening. Again, the future track trying to pick up on some sprinkles maybe through the morning and the afternoon. I do really think that these aren't going to happen, and if they do, it's going to be one of those situations where, yeah, we might see it on radar, but it's not actually reaching the ground. Our better chances for some showers that will reach the ground will come as we head into the evening hours across the area. So 4 or 5 o'clock, we're going to start to see a few more scattered showers out there. Now, the good news is these aren't going to be confined down south like yesterday. These are going to be overspread in the area, but like yesterday, not everyone will see rain, but there will be more of us getting in on some showers and, again, some thunder showers. So a couple of rumbles of thunder, but, of course, also that means no strong or severe storms, anything like that. Just some much-needed rain across the area. Once we hit about 10, 11 o'clock, these things dissipate pretty quickly, and we start to clear out a bit as we head into our Friday morning. And that's going to be ahead of a cold front that's going to start to arrive by the afternoon hours. So ahead of that front, we're looking at highs into the mid to upper 60s, and as that front rolls through, a few isolated showers will be possible. This isn't a very potent front, but it will be enough that with that north breeze, as we go into the overnight hours and into Saturday morning, we're going to get a lot colder than than where we have been the last few days. I'm going to step out away for this. Take a look. That's another view of that beautiful sunrise from our camera at 7th and Rangeline. Just again, the colors with the clouds always look absolutely gorgeous, and this is no exception out there. We're sitting at 44 in Joplin, feels like 42 with an east breeze at about 5 miles an hour. You can see the darker colors here, so a little cooler to the north. The 54 corridor has been the coolest spot. 30s, Yates Center, Iola, Fort Scott, Nevada, and Stockton. Down south, start go low, mid 40s, and the further south you go, you start to even get into the upper 40s out there because they're getting a bit of a southeasterly breeze, so slightly warmer air. We're going to be just as warm as we were yesterday, if not maybe a couple of degrees warmer, but we're going to be a little slower to get there. We're going to see some occasional gusts to 20 miles an hour through the morning. Those will ease up pretty quickly. Southeast breeze 5 to 10, 59 and partly cloudy by 11. That's ahead of highs right around 70, but remember, it's a 15-county area, so some of you will be upper 60s. Others may actually make the low 70s, but on the average, about 70 out there. Mostly cloudy skies heading into the afternoon as those clouds return ahead of the showers and the potential thunder showers as we head into the evening hours across the area. And once those clear out, we are mostly cloudy and going into the upper 40s for our lows tonight. Upper 60s again tomorrow. Cold front rolls through. Upper 50s on Saturday. And then Sunday, low to mid 60s, and then in the evening we're watching another system. It's going to bring us some thunderstorm chances. Some strong storms may be possible, so we're going to keep an eye on that for you. But right now it appears the worst of the severe weather should remain to our south. Much cooler, 31 Sunday night, 60 on Monday, 57 Tuesday. A few more showers Wednesday, and another round of thunderstorms possible on Friday. That's checking your forecast. We're back with more right after this.
Welcome to Miss Daisy's, where style to add charm and style to your space. Come shop with us at Miss Daisy's Home and Decor and give your home the makeover it deserves.
A World War II veteran from the Philadelphia area gets an award.
One interesting thing about this, though, is the award is rare for Americans. Fox's Ellen Kaloje reports.
100-year-old Benjamin Berry, a veteran from Willow Grove, a father, a grandfather, and a great-grandfather, being honored here today at the Chapel of the Four Chaplains for his extraordinary courage and bravery.
To see the bodies and see the remains, it's really heartbreaking, really heartbreaking.
In the Second World War, 18-year-old Corporal Benjamin Berry fought the Nazis on the beaches of Normandy and the Battle of the Bulge and saw so much sadness and sorrow.
All of it was hard. You know, then they give you orders, you have to follow them. And a lot of times you didn't want to follow them because the orders were places to go that you didn't want to go.
And for that bravery, the French government calls him a hero and bestowed upon him one of its highest awards, the National Medal of Honor, given to only 300 Americans, including Presidents Eisenhower and Reagan.
I can't see why they chose me. There's so many others, you know, did more bravery or did more fighting and defending our country than I. But since the French government saw it fit to honor me, I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled. Quite honored, quite honored.
And he is definitely honored to have this award presented to him.
The Consul General of France says she hopes all Americans understand just how grateful her country has always been for men like Corporal Benjamin Berry.
So it's very important for us to express our gratitude to American soldiers who contributed to the liberation of France and of Europe.
It's remarkable. It's remarkable.
Corporal Berry says he's always so honored when anyone comes up to him and thanks him for his service, especially young children. And he says he hopes all Americans continue to study history and to always remember to thank all the veterans who serve our country. At the Navy Yard, Ellen Kaloje, Fox 29 News.
That's an incredible honor.
An incredible honor, and what just great to see, and, you know, thank you for his service, of course.
Of course.
Well, coming up, KOAM's Anthony Saviello shares why one school district made the decision to change its school week format.
And we've got an absolutely beautiful sunrise out there this morning, and we're going to watch clouds increase and shower chances increase. We'll have another look at your forecast when the KOAM Morning News returns.
powered by KOAM News Now. The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Welcome back to the KOAM Morning News on Fox 14. It's currently 7:29. I'm Elise Noe. Some students from St. Mary's Colgan in Pittsburgh hit the Meadowbrook Mall yesterday to perform random acts of kindness. The group, one of 3, handed out cards and flowers to people at the mall. Their mission was to simply leave people with an unexpected smile and a better day. The students say they got something out of the day as well.
I think they're so important because not only does it look good for our school, but it also helps us develop as characters, and that ultimately leads us closer to heaven.
The other 2 groups performed their random acts of kindness by cleaning up around the community. Well, Kansas Governor Laura Kelly announces North America's largest roofing manufacturer plans to make a major investment in Newton. GAF will invest more than $300 million in Newton by constructing a new shingles plant. The 275,000 square foot facility will create more than 130 high-skilled manufacturing jobs in management, engineering, and operations. Construction should begin in June. The Red Cross recently declared an emergency blood shortage, so the city of Baxter Springs decided to roll up its sleeves and do something about it. Yesterday, the high school hosted a community blood drive. The donors gave a lot to the community, each donation the potential to save multiple lives.
Well, I feel like it's really important. If somebody I loved was in the hospital and needed blood, I would want to help them. I would want to donate. And I know that my donation today could help somebody I love or somebody you love to save their life.
The Community Blood Center of the Ozarks gave donors a vintage t-shirt and Ozarks Adventure passes worth more than $150 in vouchers redeemable for admission offers at various attractions. Head on over to our website, KOAMnewsnow.com, for a full list of the partner attractions. Some Pittsburgh artists yesterday got together for a sketching session. Root Coffee House hosted the Sketch Jam event with the help of the SEK Arts Community Group. Members of the public were encouraged to bring their own sketchbook and supplies to spend the evening drawing and talking with other artists.
Artists we isolate ourselves a little bit, and so this is a great way to socialize, learn about new materials. Also, I bring inspirational material, some magazines, some art books for people if they want to try to learn something new.
Root hosts a Sketch Jam event on the first and third Wednesdays of every month.
We want to show you something real quick. I had to back this up just a little bit, but take a look at the shot of the sunrise from our camera at 7th and Rangeline. Absolutely beautiful out there this morning. It is a bit chilly, but man, the clouds and the sun and everything, they're just mixing to make the perfect set of colors. This is our camera, of course, downtown Joplin on the Cornell Complex. Slightly different perspective on that sunrise, but still a beautiful start to the day, either way you paint it. MoDOT camera, 20th and Rangeline in Joplin, also looking pretty good. A few birds starting their day along with everyone else out there. We are a little bit on the chilly side. Again, it's 44 in Joplin, 41 in Pittsburgh out there. So again, cool. We're going to warm up. In fact, we may even be just a little bit warmer than yesterday, but it's going to take us just a little longer to get there, but not significantly so. Still got those cool temperatures on 54, 39 Yates Center, 37 Iola, Fort Scott, Nevada, and Stockton's picked up a bit, 43. Otherwise, low to mid 40s for most of us, and you head a little further south, especially south of I-44, and you start to get to the mid to upper 40s out there. Could see the winds gust to 20 at least briefly this morning out there, and then they'll ease back up southeast 5 to 10. We'll have those partly cloudy skies, and by this afternoon the clouds increase again. Temperatures increase right around 70, and then this evening we'll start to see a few more scattered showers and maybe a couple of thunder showers out there as well. We'll talk more in detail about these showers and how our weekend is shaping up with that full forecast here in just a few more minutes. Elise?
All right, thanks, Chris. Well, another area school district announces it's moving to a 4-day school week rather. The McDonald County, Missouri School District is making the move starting with this coming academic school year. KOAM's Anthony Saviello spoke with administrator, teachers, and parents about the decision to make the move.
115. That is the number of school districts in Missouri that have moved to the 4-day school week. McDonald County now makes that one more.
Put a committee together of about 45 staff members. We had every principal in our district, one staff member from every building, and a community member from every different community that we have. And we put all the information out. We showed them the research that was done throughout the state.
The research Dr. Finley refers to is a survey done by the Missouri Department of Elementary and Secondary Education that says there is no significant difference in academic achievement between 4- and 5-day school week. Dr. Finley also says that 5th day is not going to be wasted. He says it will allow the district to have more time for professional development for teachers like Logan Grab.
You have a lot of new people who have, entered the career field with a lot of people retiring during that time, and we want to surround them with as much support as possible. So that comes back to that professional development piece and helping bolster that.
That day will also be used to help students.
We're going to focus on the students that are behind, either on their reading success plans or other areas that we feel like they're behind academically. We're going to offer them an opportunity to come to school. Our staff will be there to teach them on those days. We will transport them.
Both Finley and Grab acknowledge the growing pains, but say that this system will continuously be evaluated.
Right. My hope is that it does prosper. I don't think 1 year is enough to base, the success of it necessarily. So I think that we are going to have to give it 2 or 3 years and really evaluate what we are able to accomplish during that time.
Reporting in McDonald County, Anthony Saviello, KOAM News.
The superintendent also says that despite having one less day, hourly employees such as maintenance and bus drivers will still have the ability to get the hours necessary for their work week. And that's a look at our top news stories coming up this half hour on the KOAM Morning News. We'll hear how 2 teenage brothers are looking to make a difference in their neighborhood through cookies.
This is Prize can do for you.
In Consumer Watch this morning, several online retailers are accused of selling illegal electronic devices. A report says the FCC is investigating Amazon and other online retailers over allegedly marketing and selling banned products such as radio frequency jammers. There are several ongoing probes for potential sales of unauthorized equipment. Any devices that jam or interfere with radio communication is banned under the Communications Act of 1934. Many cars on the road could be under recall. A report from Carfax estimates 3.7 million cars currently on the road are under a parking outside warning. That is up 40% since last May. The warning is generally for vehicles that are recalled but do not have a fix available or the owner has not gotten the fix. The park outside is the most rare and usually relates to issues that could result in a fire. Nutralink's first brain implant patient makes his first public appearance since receiving the device. A live stream from the company on X shows the patient Nolan Abra showing off his new skills with the help of the implant. Abra demonstrated the ability to multitask by taking while playing online chess. Abra admits there has been some challenges with the implant, but overall it has already changed his life. The stock market saw a big-time boost with positive news coming from the Federal Reserve. This as President Biden campaigns on his economic policies. Fox News correspondent Connor Hansen has the details from New York.
It was a good day on Wall Street Wednesday. The Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P 500 all seeing a boost. It comes hours after the Federal Reserve announced borrowing costs will remain steady for now, while indicating it's on track for 3 cuts later this year.
Inflation has eased substantially, while the labor market has remained strong.
Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell says the labor market is strong and wages are up. On the campaign trail, President Biden is taking credit for the recent economic success. At a speech in Arizona, the president touted plans for more semiconductor production and more jobs in the U.S.
Since I took office, America's had the strongest growth of any major economy in the world.
nearly 15 million new jobs, the longest stretch of unemployment under 4% in 50 years. 450. Growth is strong.
But many blame Biden for high prices and say the picture isn't as rosy as he's painting it.
From the gas station to the grocery store, American families are hurting. Gas prices are once again on the rise.
And some worry about the impact of more government spending and higher taxes could have on the progress.
All this spending that they're doing to quote unquote help the economy, help businesses, help the consumer. How about you guys get out of the way? Let us spend our own money. Let us invest our own money, and therefore that will take care of itself. And so what if we get a little inflation out of it?
It's still unclear when a potential rate cut would come. The Fed will meet again at the end of April. In New York, Connor Hansen, Fox News.
And that's a wrap for Consumer Watch this morning. Now let's take a look at the market prices before the opening bell.
Only at Vanguard, you're more than just an investor, you're an owner.
Associates, as dedicated to this community as we are to our clients. If you've been injured, you can get the help you need because we are here for you.
Welcome back to the KOAM Morning News. It is 7:43. We are about 5 seconds away from 7:44 on this Thursday morning, and there it goes. We've got some clouds out there. We've had a beautiful sunrise this morning as well, but it is a bit on the chilly side. MoDOT camera 20th and range line looking pretty good so far, and same from the KDOT camera in 69 just south of Pittsburgh. But you see how we're lacking in some sunlight? That's because we still have some clouds out there. We're going to be partly cloudy through the morning, and then we're going to see an opportunity for a few more scattered showers this afternoon. Now, Future Track is still picking up on some showers, maybe some sprinkles through the morning and into the beginning of the afternoon. I do believe that most of this, if it even forms, will not reach the ground. It will be this evening when we're going to see those better opportunities for showers, say after about 4 o'clock. We're going to start to see some scattered showers, and as you see some oranges and some reds in there, could see a couple of thunder showers. No strong or severe storms, nothing like that, but some rumbles of thunder with this activity may be possible. And the other side, and this is the good side, they're not just confined to our southern counties this go around. You can see they're a little more widespread. Again, not everybody will get rain today, but a few more of us will than did yesterday. These showers will die out rather quickly after about 10, 11 o'clock, and we'll start to clear out a little for our Friday morning ahead of a cold front that's going to make its way in by Friday afternoon. Now, there's some good news with that, too, is it's not a powerful cold front, but it is going to make things a little bit cooler. Could see an isolated shower or two along the front. Winds behind it shift out of the north, and our temperatures are going to fall a bit as we head into our Saturday morning. So we're looking to be a bit cooler than well, not just cooler, a bit colder than where we have been the last few days across the area. Another shot of that sunrise from 7th and range line. A few more clouds starting to block out the sun there, so the colors aren't as impressive, but still looks great. 44 in Joplin, feeling like 42 with an east breeze at about 5 miles an hour. Temperatures around the region, you see that flow out here pulling into a disturbance that's giving showers and thunderstorms to central Oklahoma. Along it, it's pulling in some southeasterly winds in our southern counties. That's why it's a little warmer down here. Neosho, Monette, Anderson, Cassville, Bentonville in the upper 40s, while off to the north where we're getting that northeasterly breeze, it's a little cooler. 36 Iola is the cold spot. 30s Yates Center, Fort Scott, Nevada as well. So we're getting a little mix of temperatures. Now we're going to be as warm as yesterday. It may be for some of us a pinch warmer. It's just going to take a little longer to get there. A little breezy this morning. Could see some occasional gusts to 20. Otherwise southeast winds 5 to 10. Partly cloudy, 59 by 11 this morning. Highs today about 70, but remember this is an average for the area. Some of you will hang out in the upper 60s, others will see some low 70s, but on the average about 70 degrees. Mostly cloudy skies by this afternoon as those clouds return across the area, and we'll see those isolated to scattered showers and maybe some thunder showers this evening. They'll clear out and will be mostly cloudy overnight back into the upper 40s. Again, tomorrow, cold front comes through, makes us a little colder heading into Saturday. Upper 50s on our Saturday. Low to mid 60s Sunday. Evening thunderstorms. That system we're keeping an eye on. Could see some stronger storms on Sunday, but it looks like at least right now the more potent severe threat should remain to our south, but we'll still keep an eye on it for you. We're a little cooler Monday and Tuesday as well. A few more showers Wednesday. A couple of thunderstorms possible Friday, and we'll warm up as well back into the 60s and 70s. That's a check of your forecast. We're back with more right after this.
Feels good to be home. Ashley's anniversary sale. Authentic to her on the next Tamron Hall.
Tamron Hall, this morning at 10, right here on Fox 14.
Well, two teenage brothers in Tennessee found a delicious way to help their Memphis community.
They've started a cookie business, and they hope they can motivate other local teens to be productive and stay out of trouble.
It's been great. I'm not going to tell you no stories. I love it.
While most of their classmates spent spring break relaxing, Jacob and Jaden Childress were hard at work at Butter Butter Cookies. The brothers opened shop in Whitehaven nearly 2 years ago.
Without the community, man, we would be nothing.
At just 17 and 15, the young men are on to their next venture, hoping to teach their peers certain trades. It's part of their effort to help get teens off Memphis streets.
A lot of the stealings and killings, I'm 15, a lot of the people that's doing it is my age. So, if we could put a hammer or do whatever to, get them out the streets.
And they've got the skills to do it. The brothers, alongside their father, did the work themselves at the cookie shop.
They did everything in here, floors, they built the counters, they did everything, did the plumbing. So they pretty hands-on.
Now they're working with Brian Harris, Director of Youth Services for the City of Memphis, on a business plan. The goal is a 2-week program that'll teach about 40 teens different trade skills.
We watch the news a lot, and the majority of the stories that are being aired are about teen violence, about teen committing some kind of crime. And they took it upon themselves to hey, we need to do something immediately.
The Memphis Shelby Crime Commission reports a 13% drop in serious juvenile charges, but a nearly 16% increase in delinquent juvenile charges from 2022 to 23.
It's very easy to get into trouble, but it's very hard to get out of it.
Which is why this family wants to help other youth and teens stay productive and out of trouble.
If it's rapping, or if it's raking leaves, or if it get bags, go out there, help them. Tie them up for them, throw them on the back of the truck, or whatever it is. That's what kids are missing. They're missing the motivation.
You can make money plenty of ways, legitimate ways. It don't have to be in the streets, or, that's not cool to be in. You can still be the cool guy making cookies. You can still be the cool guy working on houses. Just be yourself.
The Childress brothers are hoping to raise $6,500 to fund their program for the area's for the area's Junior Builders Summer Camp program.
They say they want to make it free for teens to take part, and it's certainly an excellent program. And like they said too at the beginning, it keeps them out of trouble, gives them something productive to do.
What a great way to make a difference. And then I'll leave, and then I'll go home after that. I'll leave.
I have made worse puns and jokes, so I'll take it. That was a good one.
I'll go home.
I've done more terrible jokes as well. You know what's not a terrible joke though? The forecast. Yes. It's gonna be pretty decent. Let's take one more look outside. 44 in Joplin, 41 in Pittsburgh. Still a bit chilly along the 54 corridor. Hanging out in the 30s. The 8th Center, Iola, Fort Scott, and Nevada. Everyone else into the 40s this morning. As we go through the day, partly cloudy initially. Clouds increase this afternoon, and we'll see those showers and thunder showers after about 4 o'clock this evening across the area. Highs right around 70 degrees. We'll take one more look at your forecast as well as the news you need to know right after this.
Roofing Salute Franklin Ramsey, a 4-state hero.
Well, here's a check of today's top headlines, the news you need to know before you head out the door. Joplin citizens will decide on April 2nd on whether to renew the capital improvement sales tax. The tax started collecting revenue in 2004 with a voter-approved renewal in 2014. Since the last renewal, the tax has funded 14 road projects. The 3/8 cent sales tax will be on the April 2nd ballot, seeking a 12-year renewal. The city of Pittsburgh has installed cameras aimed at recognizing the license plates of stolen vehicles and wanted suspects. The cameras come from the company Flock Group, and the city bought 14 cameras from Flock with a 2-year lease. Officials say the cameras will alert law enforcement in real time when a suspect's license plate is recognized, helping to reduce crime. A Girard, Kansas native is going to the Summer Olympics in Paris. Derek Mean secured one of the 2 spots on the U.S. men's trap shooting team. Mean participated in the Tokyo 2020 Olympics. Maine is a 2024 CAT Games gold medalist and 2022 world champion. He and his parents are also supporting the start of the Girard High School trap team.
And we've got ourselves another warm day out there. Clouds will increase again this afternoon, mostly cloudy, right about 70 for our high. As we head into the evening, we'll see a few scattered showers and maybe a couple of thunder showers out there for some of us. Not everybody will get rain, but more of us will get rain this evening than did yesterday. After they fizzle out this evening, we'll go back into the upper 40s, mostly cloudy skies. Cold front comes through tomorrow, upper 60s ahead of it, and then we'll cool back into the upper 50s Saturday, watching some thunderstorm chances Sunday evening. And more shower chances Wednesday and next Friday, but temperatures rebounding next week as well, back into the upper 60s and low 70s.
Not too bad, especially that 74 next week. I'll be looking forward to that.
Yeah, not bad at all.
Alrighty, well, Chips Ahoy is making changes to its classic chocolate chip cookie recipe. The company announced yesterday it will launch a new recipe for its original cookie. The change is in an effort to revamp the cookie's taste with higher quality chocolate chips and a higher concentration of Madagascar vanilla extract.
This also means that there will be a packaging redesign. Some good news is the new recipe won't mean higher prices. Some great news, the new cookies will be available nationwide in April. Looking forward to some new cookies.
Go try those out.
Yeah. Everybody likes cookies, right? Well, okay. 8 out of every 10 people like cookies, I would suspect. So make sure you get out there and try some cookies. Great day to do that. Quick reminder, we will not be back today for the KOAM News at noon because of March Madness, nor will we be here for the news at noon tomorrow. But we will be back here tomorrow morning at 7 a.m.
Absolutely. Have a great rest of your morning.